Hello my friends, welcome to Lean and Clean with Fitness Chef Christine. I am Christine, your host, and today I am here with my brother from another mother, Chef. We have been friends forever and he is truly like a brother to me and I'm so happy he's here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Not only is he an executive chef, but he's also a home inspector and he is a general contractor, so he's a super handy person to know if you have all those things you need to get done. And so today what we're going to talk about is making food very quickly, but with health in mind. So what we have here is I got some lamb, and Carl's gonna prepare it while I turn on the broiler. The benefit of this is you only need 3 to 5 minutes on each side. You flip them, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare some vegetables. We put all that in the oven, and voila, you have dinner in a snap. Faster than you can go through drive-through. That's always my goal. But you want that healthy food, you wanna fuel up your body, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let Carl get going on these lambs while I get the broiler ready, and we'll keep on trucking.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna use your olive oil pump?
Yes.
All right, cool, this is awesome.
This way we don't have too much olive oil.
So I'm just gonna gently, lightly oil these. Then take your seasoning over here. You can use whatever you want. We're using Yaz.
Which is just a blend of Italian with a little bit of chili flakes in there and some salt and pepper. So it makes things super fast because you don't need a lot of different seasonings.
Takes out the mystery of knowing what to put on there.
Yes.
It's kind of a go-to spice.
And that's the best part about cooking quickly is that you want to have things that you don't have to pull out a million ingredients to do.
Yeah.
But you still want that punch of flavor. So while Carl is doing that, I'm over here bringing our asparagus up to steam. We're gonna steam it and then we're gonna pop that in the oven as well.
And do a little fast boil on that too?
Perfect, yeah. Just to get it nice and...
So I'll flip these over. I'll oil and season the other side. This spice looks pretty amazing.
I love it.
Now, do you do a high broil or a low broil once you put these in the oven?
So I put them nice and high.
Now, do you put them high in the oven or low on the rack?
I put them on the top rack, right up underneath the broiler. And then we'll crisp them up, and then if we need to, and if you like it more on the medium rare or medium side, you can bring it down a little bit and let them finish that way. But I personally like them seared on both sides.
Okay. And you don't have any concern with it burning any of the spices, right?
Honestly, I've not had any problem with it. I make them all the time, so it's a good thing. But we'll keep our eye on it. So this is the thing, it's only 3 to 5 minutes, so you have a chance to open it up, take a look, check it out. If it's going too fast, you simply lower it down a little bit and you're in good shape.
So if you had time, you could probably technically marinate these the night before.
Absolutely.
Just overnight in a Ziploc bag and put it on the pan, flip rock, and you're done.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
And that's the name of the game. It's just how can you get that flavor impact in there as quick as possible. You might have to give that a couple more pumps.
All right. I like this.
You get your arm exercises. It's real olive oil. You put in there. This one's by Pampered Chef. A friend of mine sells Pampered Chef. And I'll put her name in the link.
Okay.
But it's a great product because you are actually using real, olive oil instead of the can. You know what oil you have in here. Yeah, exactly.
And so is this about ready to go now?
It's ready to rock and roll.
All right, awesome.
We'll put that in there.
5 minutes or 4 minutes?
Yeah, we'll take a look at it after 3 to 5 minutes and we'll adjust it as necessary. And then while Carl was doing that, while he started that, I started asparagus. So I just put about a cup of water in with our asparagus that I just snapped off. I'll show you how I did it. I just snapped it off and at the breaking point. So you're gonna take your stalk and you're just gonna break it at its natural breaking point. So you have the stem part. Then we know that this part is a little bit woodsy. So you can save it aside for vegetable stock, or you can go ahead and compost that. But then I just steamed that, and we're gonna go ahead and put that on our tray with some olive oil, and that's also gonna go in the oven. Now for this one, I'm gonna use a little bit of this lemon olive oil, which I love, because it's a one-step olive oil. So you just put that on there. Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and, if you wanna show them what that looks like. It's just a really cool olive oil.
That's neat.
And then we'll go ahead and put this asparagus on there. And I try to lay it out flat so it cooks evenly.
Okay.
Sometimes they get a little crazy, but
You want to season it before or after?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and season it right now. And then we'll go ahead and put that in the oven.
Right here?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. And I'm gonna go ahead and dump this broccoli in here. Do the same thing to the broccoli. So I'm just gonna steam it up a little bit and we'll put it on the other side of the pan. And then we're gonna go ahead and put that in.
You want to let these cook a little longer?
Yep,
and then
they're gonna
put these in
cooking.
afterwards?
Yes, so
okay.
We're gonna get this broccoli ready, get that on the tray, and we will be back. In the meantime, I want Karl to tell you a little bit about himself and his experience as a chef. And he knows his nutrition, he works out regularly, so he's got lots to tell you.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. It's a pleasure again to be here with you, Chris. I've kind of traveled the country and did a pivot during the COVID shutdown with hospitality and the 2.5 million professionals that got laid off during that time. So being a chef that's helped open up a couple clubs and expansions and properties of hotels, it felt like a natural segue to be a general contractor and home inspector. But I still do private caterings, meal planning, prep stuff like that, consulting.
He comes and helps me.
Yeah, every once in a while when I have time, I come and help. But on that note, let me go check out these chops.
Let's take a look at them.
Oh, perfect.
Here we go. Need some tongs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you really got to keep an eye on them because they cook really quickly. And for me, being Lebanese, I love my lamb rare to medium rare. So it just is, it cooks in a snack.
So what I did was I put the timer on for 2 minutes. You always can cook it longer.
Yep.
Check it, hit another 2 minutes, and then you said roughly what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Flip them back over and do the other side. From that standpoint, let them rest. Once you pull them out, they'll still be hot. You can let them rest, and then you can broil off your vegetables. That way they'll come out together. That way your lamb chops can have that time to rest. So when you cut them, all that juice stays inside the steak itself.
And I will say, when I do broil the vegetables, we bring them down. So they're not right up under the broiler. So you have a chance to, so you're not, charring them to death.
They don't get burnt.
Yeah. You can switch it to 450 degree oven instead. Yeah, let's hit them with a little bit of this. Got some of that. This is some rosemary salt. We're gonna hit them with a little bit of this rosemary salt too. And
Perfect.
a little bit more of this olive oil on the broccoli, since we didn't add any.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and put that in. So then it's a simple matter of plating. Each person gets 2 of those little lamb chops, and then they get some asparagus and some broccoli, and I'm gonna get some potatoes broken too, which are boiling over. So I cut up some small potatoes into quarters, and I brought them to a boil for 8 minutes with a teaspoon of baking soda. What that's gonna do is it's gonna help it caramelize in the oven, so you get that nice outer crunch, but you still get that soft inner loveliness. And for that, while the other stuff is going on, I'm gonna put that in the air fryer. So
awesome.
Get that working. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in the air fryer. Get my other here, and Karl, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, not a problem at all. So I've had the opportunity to work with Chris for quite a number of years, and it's always been a lot of fun to come here and work with her every day.
You can't get rid of me, I just keep hugging him.
No. Not a little salt and pepper on this?
Please.
Okay.
And we'll add a little bit of olive oil to that one. Those we're just gonna add some plain olive oil, not the flavored olive oil. Just a little bit. There we go. And we'll give that a good shake. So these have salt and pepper on them. A little bit longer, I think.
Okay.
That's just a little too rare, maybe. You want to give it a little carryover for the people.
Yep.
We don't want to.
Watch your back.
Gotcha. We don't want it to be too rare. So one of the things I like to talk about too, and Karl could attest this too, it's all about preparation. If you have it on hand, it makes life a lot easier than having to go and get all the different components. Again, keep it simple. We could do lovely sauces, we could do all kinds of things, but we're trying to get dinner on the table in the most minimum time we can with the most flavor that we can do quickly.
Sure.
It's like when you want to get ready to work out. You're more apt to work out first thing in the morning, when you first get up in the morning. And so one of my tricks to doing that is, don't laugh, I will sleep in my exercise clothes. Because I'm not going to shower before I exercise, so I might as well just sleep in my clothes, roll out of bed, get it done, and then move on with my day. That way I ensure that I have it ready. Likewise, I have my breakfast foods ready to rock because I'm not going to be busting around in the kitchen all morning long. I want to grab it, eat it, go, do my thing. So I don't know about you, but I know you do your morning smoothies. He makes the most yuckiest smoothies, but it has great stuff in it. He loves it. He thinks it's delicious.
Oh,
but
it keeps you from snacking as bad.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a double-edged
You
sword.
want to tell him what's in it, though?
Oh, just nothing but love.
Yes, we'll go with that. I don't know. It's super healthy, but
you flip these over?
I do. Here, you want to
All
set them
right.
down
Yep.
and flip them over? They're healthy, but man, oh man, I cannot. I looked at it one time. I was like, oh, no, thank you.
Oh my, you are just being a negative Nelly here. Okay, so it's kale, it's ginger, it's lemon, it's apple, it's cucumber.
That's part of my problem right there, cucumber. I don't do cucumber.
And let that.
Here, you want to help me run here. I'll go.
And
And your wrist off.
puree that up. I mean, it's all natural. I don't juice it. I think it's kind of.
No, you definitely want the whole foods. Like if you're gonna do it, have the whole foods because you need that fiber.
Everyone's on this juicing thing, but
you
put it through a Vitamix or a strong blender. It's gonna puree it up. It's on the go. You put in your tumbler. You're out the door.
Right.
Whether you have a yogurt, something like that. I'll do the night before, so if I'm running behind, I got a cup to go and I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't have to sit there and deal with it in the morning.
Right.
It's one less thing to worry about because it seems to take longer and longer every morning to get ready.
It's true.
Just for me. I don't know.
No, it's true. So while that stuff is cooking, I want to talk a little bit about sesame tahini. Sesame tahini is delicious with broccoli, okay? It adds a really nice, people just can't identify, like, what is that flavor? It's so good. So a little goes a long way. You can just drizzle it over the top. You could certainly keep the broccoli like it is, and it's gonna be delicious. But this is just the secret ingredient at the end. Goes great with lamb too.
Oh, it's wonderful, actually.
All right. Well, this is all cooking. We're gonna take a break. We'll come back and show you what everything looks like.
Hey folks, well, welcome back. The lamb chops are done. We got the potatoes out of the air fryer. They're super awesome. Get those down like this.
Crispy.
A couple asparagus came out of the stove. Got that there. A couple nice pieces of broccoli. We seasoned that with some of the rosemary, salt, and olive oil.
We went ahead and steamed them first before we put them in the oven so that they're not in there quite so long. Because again, the idea is that we want to make quick food that is delicious.
Yeah, just give them a little bit of crisp, a little bit of flavor to them, a little caramelization of the vegetables themselves, and it's wonderful.
Yummy. Okay, this follows the principle of lean and clean. So we've got our proteins here, our veg, we've got some
little
carbs,
Scooby snack of, I don't know if we can say
carbs.
that or not, but
Of course we
a
can.
little snacky snack with some potatoes.
That's what we call it. And then, so you've got lots of flavors and balance and things. It's great. This is what we look for. We don't want to feel deprived. We want to make sure that we have lots of variety, lots of good vegetables. Again, we're looking at 5 to 6 cups of vegetables a day, which is, I know, is very difficult. And I do supplement it often with Juice Plus capsules or gummies. And then we're looking to make sure that we get healthy fats, that we get our carbs in there, all that good stuff. So hydrate, my friends, fuel your body, keep moving, strength train, get out there and walk, and you will see fabulous results. Let's drizzle a little bit of this sesame tahini in there. Sure, I'm gonna grab me a spoon, that would be fabulous. I will mix it with a little bit of, it can get very thick, it's almost like peanut butter. You see it fluffy, but when it hits the heat of the, thank you, when it hits the heat of the broccoli, it's perfect. You don't really want to cook with it, you want to just finish with it. So I just
It's essentially toasted sesame seeds in a puree.
in a puree, and it's fabulous.
So you use that in baba ganoush, you use that in hummus.
Yes, when I was growing up, we had this like ketchup, like we just had it on every meal. So it's fantastic. And of course, taste test everything. Make sure it's seasoned well before you present it, before you eat it yourself. All right, my lovies, if you've enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit those star buttons. 5 stars is the best we can do. And go ahead and leave us a review. Let us know if there's something that you want coming up, a topic, a recipe, whatever we can do for you. That's what this is about. I wish you lots of love. I pray for each and every one of you. I thank Karl for being here. Hopefully he'll come back again and cook with me again. All right, my loves, I will talk to you soon. Have a great rest of the day.
Have a wonderful day.